Hillary Price. I am a Las Vegas artist. I went to school here. I call it cerebral projections. My images on nylon are supposed to be like memories. The first time I walked into this gallery, the very first thing that I saw was this wall right here that's a curvature. It kind of reminds me of the curvature of a human skull, and inside of that, it being a brain. So cerebral projections, because it's the memories on pantyhose projected onto the wall. And I'm essentially turning this space into my brain that you get to walk into. Right now it's laying on the floor, but once it gets installed, it's gonna be a piece that the viewer can actually walk into. You're gonna be standing under the painting and it's gonna become almost like a catacomb. You get to walk into it, and the light from the window is gonna be shining through during the day, and at night it's gonna be like a void in the back. But the way the lights are gonna interact with it and the way that you actually get to be a part of that space, it's almost as if the viewer becomes a part of that memory and that painting itself. So that has been my little brainchild for the past couple of months. So I had these extra because I used to work at a bank. We had to wear pantyhose, and they would, as soon as you tore a pantyhose, you were no longer allowed to wear them because they were no longer professional. And I found myself having these things that I had daily experiences in. I had different memories, different experiences in these second skins, and then I had to toss them away, which I found to be incredibly strange, that it was no longer a part of me, but it was so important in all of these interactions with both people and experiences. So I had the hardest time getting rid of them. They started to pile up in my room, and I saw them as something I could use someday, and then I started to think about them as an actual canvas-like material that I could start painting on. I remember the very first time that I did it with that piece. That was one of my first pieces that I did on nylon. I found that one I put onto a wall that had blue paint on it. And you will see with that piece that there is still currently blue paint, because I found that just putting it onto a wall, it's going to take with the clear gesso, because it's such a strong adhesive or a binder to make the ground. It's gonna take whatever is behind it. So it was interesting navigating that, understanding how the gesso and the nylon are going to work not only together, but with the things behind it and with the paint itself. With canvas, a lot of times you'll see artists use a white gesso, which is a lot more smooth. They'll sand it down, put a bunch of layers on it, so it's this very smooth surface to work with. With the nylon, there's things like tears, there's things like puckers, and the clear gesso goes on top of it, and it has almost a sandy quality to it. So it's not the smooth texture that I was used to with canvas. It's something a little bit more visceral and rough. So there's a very tangible quality to it that interacts with the paint in a completely different way, which means that not only do you have to use more paint, but you have to use it in a completely different way than you would with the smooth surface of a canvas. And my show Cerebral Projections will be opening March 24th, and it will be running through May 16th. We have our closing reception from 5:30 to 7:30 on Friday, May 16th. I hope all of you can make it by to check it out.